Despite 2 calls for water rescues in the last 2 weeks that both turned out to be false alarms, authorities are still encouraging the public not to hesitate to call if they do see something suspicious. For a closer look, we're now joined live by News 8's Lou Hillman. Lou?
Well, Martha, there's no doubt that these water rescues take up a lot of hours and resources. But those I spoke with insist that even the false alarms are not a waste of time.
2 Onalaska firefighters are spending some time on the water with the department's new boat. It's good training, but nothing like what some firefighters had on Friday. 2 longtime residents reported a flashing light on Lake Onalaska. They thought it may be a boater in distress.
He was trying to signal them.
The call led to a 2.5-hour search involving the Onalaska, Campbell, and Bryce Prairie fire departments, as well as the county's dive unit. Chief Don Dominic says no distressed boaters were ever found.
Well, first, I don't see that being a waste of resources. Whoever makes that call for anybody in the water, I think it's great in this time and age that people just don't neglect it.
Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, but I would rather do that than find the paper next morning that a boater has been missing for 2 days and nobody even called it in.
Kevin Kapoff is the training officer for the La Crosse Dive Unit. The all-volunteer organization was involved in both recent water rescues. He says the least reliable tips usually come from people driving through the area.
And we ask that you stay there. If we show up and somebody drove by, made a call as they drove by, we have no idea what the person was talking about, where to look.
That first false alarm happened 2 weekends ago. A truck driver going over the I-90 bridge reported what he thought was a tipped-over canoe. That search also turned up nothing.
All right, thanks a lot, Lou. Also, those involved in these water rescues say it's really hard to predict just how often they'll be called out because they can have multiple calls rather in the same day or go months between calls.